It's like choosing a man who loves you and who doesn't love you. Yeah. What did you do? Yeah. Did you walk away, please? Tell me you walk away. Tell me you walked away, please.
Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Leila. In case you're new here, I'm a nurse here in Germany and I'm also a part-time English teacher. For today's video, I have my sister here. You guys already know her, I'm not going to be introducing her. And she's also a nurse too. So today's video, by the title, you must be already knowing what the video is about. But before we dive in, I just want to make a short notice. Asha has a few products that she sells and I'm just going to be asking her to explain them to you guys. Okay, so we have this eye contour. Asha, what is this for and where can someone get it from?
This is an eye cream, under eye cream. It fights against puffy under eyes. For example, people who do night shifts usually get puffy under eyes. You can always apply this eye cream or dark under eye, like dark circles. You can always apply this. This is always my go-to. It's really amazing.
She also has another one, which I like. This is anti-aging. Who doesn't want to keep looking younger, like, for crying out loud? After I've done night shifts, I usually feel so exhausted because you're dehydrating. You don't drink enough because during the day you're sleeping. But Asha has this anti-aging and I kid you not, it's the perfect one for you.
Especially for the girlies above 30.
Yeah.
You need this. You need this.
It
has an hyaluronic acid. Hyaluronic acid is very good. It has vitamin E, argan oil, and snail slime. This is my holy grail. You guys should just contact me on Instagram and I'll get to you. Like, I would advise you accordingly because everybody has a different skin type and different skin problems. So everyone's skincare routine should be different and the price shouldn't be the one that determines what you should put on your skin, but the quality of the things.
Quality sister.
Yes. You guys try these things out. These products are really amazing.
Okay.
And they're not so expensive.
Okay, now let's dive into the video. So Asha, for today's video, let me pick my phone. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
How do you know that this hospital needs you more than the other? I'm asking you this question specifically because there are people who have been asking me on my previous videos that I shared. They ask me, hey, you are saying that we should choose the hospital or the care homes that are needing us more because they give more support during the recognition process or during the visa process, or also they make it easier to get the contract and they have more patients. How do we know that this hospital or this care home needs us more? People do not know how to differentiate between a high demand hospital and a less demand, with more guarantee that they will help you within every difficulty that you face, and the one that will be like, we shall drop you in an Augenblick, in a blink of an eye, if you do not bring your anerkennung or recognition on time, So let's talk about that.
That's very simple. You can tell. You can tell. It's like choosing a man who loves you and who doesn't love you. Yeah. You can tell by the way they treat you, the way they talk to you, the way they show their desire for you. You get. So if you apply to an Einrichtung, a hospital, or any Altenheim, they would show you that they need you by the way they welcome you. First of all, they give you the things that you ask for, the amount of money that you ask for. If you're to bargain, they would gladly give you the amount of money that you're asking for without even hesitation. They would tell you, oh, we are in desperate need of you. We don't have workers. We would want you to come. What do you need? What do you need so that you can come? They would lay the ground for you to walk on. Of course,
they will lay the ground for you to walk.
Yes, honestly, they would even tell you. They would go an extra mile and ask you, do you need anything from us? Is there anything you need for us to do for you? If you don't have an accommodation, for example, they would go an extra mile and find you a Wohnung. They would find you an accommodation if you don't have one. If there's anything you're lacking, they would get it for you without hesitation. Rather, on other places where they don't really need you, they would still show you that they don't need you. Like, they will be like, if you're to bargain, for example, you tell them the amount of money you want to work for, they'll be like, no, we're not giving that. Either you take it or leave it. We have other people to who would who would get it for us. They take long to reply to you. People who need you, those Einrichtungen that need you, they would reply to you very quickly, ASAP. You get? They wouldn't hesitate to reply to you. The ones that don't need you, they hesitate to reply to you. And during the interview, they would show you that you're nothing.
They would just let you talk a lot, but they will not give any offers.
Yes, they wouldn't even give an effort. They wouldn't make effort to make you happy, to please you. In fact, you can tell. You can tell that they are way above their nose, so they don't care about how you feel about it. While others who need you, they would be hospitable. They would offer things to you. Yeah. And these ones wouldn't give you offers. You get what I mean? So you can tell.
There is this story I've never shared on here. When I moved to the Hessen, when I moved from Stuttgart to the other side, I applied to different places, and there is this hospital. It's a big hospital I applied to too, and I had no experience. It was just 6 months after the Ausbildung, and I applied there. They called me for their Vorstellungsgespräch, the interview, but they replied also late. And in this period, I had already gone to two Vorstellungsgespräch in Altersheim. They were nice to me. They gave me the money that I wanted, because after the Ausbildung, they told us 3,000 euros is what we should get. So I told them I want 3,000. And all of those two Einrichtungen, and they accepted. Now, when I reached to this hospital, I went into the Vorstellungsgespräch, and they told me they brought a lot of Leitung from each station. The hospital is big, and each station has its own boss, PDL. They came, they sat like in a conference room, and I was feeling so small. Can you imagine coming from Altersheim, coming from Ausbildung, no experience, and you bring all those people to sit here to interview me as if I have experience? I have nothing to tell you guys, I'm just looking for a job to gather my first experience. So die haben mich eingeschüchtert. So they sat all there, and they let me talk. They told me, what are your expectations? I told them, I don't have so much expectations. I just want to learn a lot. I have bedarf to learn a lot of things because I've not been in hospital. During my period, I had to be in hospital. We had Mangel in my Einrichtung, so I did not do the hospital part. And I really want to learn. Ich bin sehr motiviert. I showed them, I told them. And then they told me, okay, we have this station. Which one do you want? I told them I will begin with a neurologische station because we learned about neurologische Erkrankungen in my Ausbildung, and I feel comfortable starting with that. Because I'm more informed about neurologische Erkrankungen. And then they told me, okay, and you want to work as who? And I told them I want to work as a nurse because ich bin ein Pflegefachkraft. Ich habe meine Zertifikat bekommen. And then they told me, we would want you to start as a practiker.
Can you imagine? So they start by degrading you. Something. Can you imagine that? What did you do? Did you walk away, please? Tell me you walked away. Tell me you walked away, please.
Meine Liebe. In this period, they told me they would want me to start as a practical. Anna FS, as if what? What man am I going to earn from? Mind you, we had moved in with my boyfriend in the Wohnung. So I needed money because this Wohnung was not going to be paid with 400 euros that I get as a practical for 6 months. Do as a practical, try every station for 6 months until you feel comfortable in one. Then after you get the contract, a full contract for a nurse. Because that would be a very good start for you since you don't have any experience in any of the stations. And I was like, are you kidding me? You want to tell me Pflege is different from what I learned?
Never degrade yourself like that. Do not sell yourself low. Let me tell you something. There are people who are stuck in such big hospitals and they're getting very little money. Yet us who are working in Altenheims, we are getting big money. So I don't know what's the big deal? Huh? Don't sell yourself short.
Some people will stay in such Einrichtungen just for the title of being a nurse in the hospital, but that doesn't bring anything on your plate. It's not paying your bills. Go outside and get the money. Go where the money is. Do the travel nursing. Do the Altersheim. There is one boy in this further studies I was doing, Asha. This boy told us he quit 1 zu 1, went to the Altersheim specifically because the Altersheim paid him 28 euros per hour, that which the outside clinic wasn't giving him. So he said, it's me a girl, I'm doing this vital building for Pflege expert in the outside clinic for the future. But I'm going where the money is. It's because it's helping me pay my bills.
Exactly. I mean, at the end of the day, why are you working?
Yeah.
Why? To get money. For what? You should know your worth. People, know your worth.
Yeah. So they disrespected me just like that. I felt disrespected. I spent my whole time to drive to this hospital and they, just to tell me you can work start as a practical.
I said away, honestly.
I said for the experience I've passed through in the ultrasound, working more for less, I'm not doing this. There are some places that are needing me with 3,000 euros that they are willing to pay me. I'm out. So I came out. And I told them, ich werde mich melden, dankeschön. And I went outside. I never blinked back until now. I've never blinked back.
Me listening to this story, I'm even angry.
I was angry too. So I started off with the ultrasound and then they gave me my money. Yeah. And then after, because I wanted to learn more things, I went to the Außer Clinic in the Wohngemeinschaft. I started there. I got new experience, even more experience that a nurse wouldn't have gotten. Like trachea cannula. When does a nurse do that? Most times they don't do that on normal stations. You know, they don't have patients that do have those trachea cannula. Most times when our patients go to Krankenhaus, they go to intensive stations, you know. So I got the experience that I needed. And when I need that experience right now, because I still want to learn what they do in the Krankenhaus, I want to just see the routine because I interact with my students that I teach English. They usually tell me they do not do anything different. Because one of them who works on the cardiology told me, they usually have patients that are coming from ultrasound. Most of them, they are our patients that they have there. So they also do Pflege.
Exactly.
They do Pflege, Medikamente geben, and that's it. Because they are cardiology patients, they are not allowed to be angestrengt and all that. And the doctors are the ones doing the Behandlung. So I'm like, okay, if I need the experience from the hospital, I will do, there is something called Orientierung Practicum, where you say, I will come for 1 week, I want to do Orientierung Practicum, and then you see what they're doing there, you know?
But then also, as you do that practicum, you should have a seal. Yeah. You should know why are you doing it.
Yeah. So for me, my goal is I have to sowieso do a practicum because of the Weiter Bildung in the intensive session. I have to do it because to get my certificate out. So I was like, this is a good opportunity. Then I will see what they do in the intensive session. But I've been there in the intensive session before because I did 4 here. I did like privately. I went to Orientierung Practicum for only 1 day. And I saw what they do there. So I already know what they do there. But yeah, I need to just go in a different hospital and see also what it looks like there, you know, how it looks like. So back to you. Let me give you the microphone. Otherwise, people will beschwerden that I talk a lot. They will complain that I talk a lot.
But I think I've already answered
so
the
question was, how do you know that this hospital needs you more than the other? And you answered that.
Yeah.
And why is it important to choose the one that needs you more than the other?
It's important for your mental health because honestly, if you go where they don't need you, if you go where they don't need, they're going to mistreat you. They're going to disrespect you. They're going to mishandle you. They will take you for granted. They would not recognize the good things that you do. They would only recognize the bad about you. Yeah. And then they would always criticize you until they blow you out. They can easily get rid of you. They don't look for your interest. They don't have your interest at heart. Because they don't care about you. But if you go where you are needed, they will have your interest at heart. They would give you Weiterbildung opportunities where you can now study and improve yourselves. They would make sure that you're comfortable, that you're happy, that you're zufrieden with the job that you're doing. Yeah. And in case you have any queries or any complaints, they would listen to you. Yeah. But if you go places where you're not needed, even if you have complaints, even if you're right, they wouldn't listen. They wouldn't give you credibility, you know? So I think it's very important to go where you are needed for your mental health. It's important.
I've never asked you this, but let me ask you now that we're talking about this. Is this the reason why you used to advise us to do the Ausbildung in the Altersheim there where we were? Because there is a time where I was feeling like, I should do Ausbildung in a Krankenhaus. There is that Krankenhaus there where people used to go to. And I was like, I think I should do my Ausbildung in a Krankenhaus. But then you used to be like, Layla, do the house building here.
Yeah, of course I had my reasons. I had more than one reason. Not only that, it's because they needed you and they would always listen to you. And these people were nice to us, If people have treated you nicely, why would you treat them badly? You always have to treat the good people with goodness. You give goodness to goodness. You don't treat people badly, because karma is a bitch. It always comes back to you. If you treat people that have treated you nicely, you treat them badly, it's going to come back to you as bad karma. So that's why I wanted you guys to stay and pay your gratitude, show gratitude, you know. I wanted you to stay as a form of gratitude for the good things that they have done for us. You get? And not only that, it's because these people needed you. They needed you.
And they used to show it.
And they used to show it.
Before you would also say from yourself, 6 months after FSU, they already come and they ask.
They come and ask you, are you going to stay?
They used to ask Asha, is your sister going to do house building
Exactly.
too?
And they would give you your contract immediately, even before you ask. A person who gives you things before you ask, man, you can tell. You can tell that they want you. They need you. Why would you have a bad heart? I mean, it's really important to move in life. Actually, not only in Flege. In life, it's important to go where you are needed.
Yeah. Do you want to say something else?
I'm done.
Okay, there is also this one other thing I would want to say. For the people who are already nurses in their home country, and they're coming to Germany, they want to be verb and apply to Germany to continue working as nurses. For you guys, I would say it's okay if you take less. I mean, if they tell you, you will come as a practical until you get your Anerkennung, because there is also that process, that person coming in from outside Germany, they come into Germany, they say you're going to work as an assistant until you get your Anerkennung. That's normal, It's not that it's not the same case.
Yourself short, but they want to get to know you. You are outside the country. They're going to help you process your documents, whatever. It's not an easy process getting that visa from a country outside Germany. So if this Arbeitsgeber is willing to help you do that, and they are saying in return you will have to do something like that, then I think it's fair. It's a win-win situation. Yeah.
So in that case, you can say yes, because there is really a lot of paperwork there. And also the Anerkennung is very important. If you do not have it, they cannot just give you a position as a nurse. They want to be sicher that they can give you this Verantwortung, these responsibilities, and for them to be able to give you that, you need the Anerkennung, the recognition. So as long as you don't have the recognition and they ask you to be like a nurse assistant, then you can just say, okay, so that you can get to be here. And once you are here, after that 6 months, you have your Anerkennung, then you can say, okay, my ladders have to go up,
You can now bargain and say, actually, my profession is this and this. These are my papers, these are my documents. After you have certified your documents, you have the proof to back up what you're saying. You can now bargain for a higher position. Or if they refuse to give you a higher position, you can apply elsewhere after that. Okay, guys, so I'm not going to make this video so long. I would say that's it for today's video, and we'll see us in the next one. If you have any questions, comment them down below. Until next time, bye.